Hi, my name is Sanjay. I'm a coach, mentor, and a leadership trainer. Thank you for continuing on this journey of leadership through crisis. Let's talk about another exceptional leader today. The leaders that I talked about, Nelson Mandela and James Burke, operated largely in the previous century, and today we are talking about a leader whom you probably would be more familiar with. So let me talk about the next trait of quality and attention to detail. When you have a pandemic, the number of suppliers will be more, the number of customers will be less. Your customers would go to that vendor who offers the best value for his products. It's going to be a buyer's market. And if you don't maintain quality and don't pay attention to the smallest details of your product, you might fall far behind a vendor who offers this facility. As a leader, you need to ensure that you pay attention to every detail of your product. The smallest details would ensure that your product would stand out in the market. Mediocre products where you have cut corners, would no longer pass the muster. And those who supply such products would fall far and way behind because now the customer has a lot more choice. Let's look at an example of how a leader paid attention and ensured a great product. I'm sure you identify this gentleman. I'm sure you know this gentleman, Steve Jobs. And let me tell you about how he paid attention. And he created those products which when a customer saw, went wow, which were released, had lines of people waiting to buy that product. Does your customer feel the same way about your products? When they see your product, do they say, wow? Or do they say, oh no? That choice is yours. Let me tell you the story of Steve Jobs. After the, one of the main and important releases for Apple as a company was iPod. Remember, in the second innings of Steve Jobs, he was trying to establish a company that was financially strong, and one of the products he thought that would do it was the iPod. Now, when the iPod's prototype was unveiled and presented to Steve Jobs, he looked at every aspect of the iPod. Finally, he asked the engineer to plug in the speaker, and he wanted to see how it sounded. Yes, you heard it right, how it sounded. He didn't like the sound the speaker jack made when it connected to the iPod. To you and me, it was a small, insignificant detail. But for Steve Jobs, it was important. He delayed the global release of iPod till this was fixed. So even today, when you put the speaker jack and you plug it into the iPod, it makes a distinctive audible click and ensures that you know you have plugged in right into the iPod. It ensures that you realize that the fit is right. This is his attention to detail. This is his attention to detail. And therefore he created wow products. Therefore, he created a product which had a loyal fan following. This is why he created products which created loyal followers. A pandemic would segregate the market into the good quality, the products that the customer wants, and the others. Which category do you want to belong? Do you want to be like Steve Jobs and pay close attention to the quality and to consumer experience? Or do you want to cut corners and ensure a Me Too product that may be good, that sometimes has a little bit of bugs, a little bit of flaw? Is that is what you want? You could no longer exist in a pandemic. Now's the time to up the ante and improve the quality and pay attention to every aspect of your quality, especially customer experience. Is your product easy to use? Is your product something that ensures that the customer does not have to worry about? Is it plug and play or is it really complex? That choice is yours. Let's look at some of the lessons you can learn from Steve Jobs. The first one, fanatical commitment to quality. Steve Jobs was rumored to have flung prototypes outside the window if it didn't meet to the fanatical quality standards of Apple. I'm not saying you should repeat this behavior, but is a message to the company that we will not tolerate mediocrity or mediocre products. We will not tolerate products that are not of the highest quality. We will ensure that everything about the product is wow. That's the first lesson you can learn. Second thing is that it is nice for you as a leader to say, I'm a big picture person. It's very good in normal times. But during a crisis, it pays to pay close attention to even the smallest part of your operation, especially your products or service. If you do that, I can assure you that quality of the products or the service offering will improve in a jiffy. When the top man pays attention to quality, quality improves. When you give a message that the quality can be mediocre, that's the message that the team carries. Don't give that message. That's a second lesson that you can learn from Steve Jobs. Now the third lesson. Aspire to create wow products. Aspire to create the best product that you can in your category. It does not matter if you make transformers or soaps or you're a chartered accountancy firm. Do you ensure that you want to be the best, the highest quality, to ensure that every offering of yours is of the highest level? If you do, you will survive and thrive in this pandemic. Otherwise, you might be swept aside by the tide of rising quality. I do hope that you will aspire to make better products.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please continue to subscribe, like and share. Paragilla, read it.
Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the videos so that you can get other videos in the same series.